Good evening, folks. This is Zach Cross with a special report on the oligarchy. So it appears the fellatio of Bradford's rump organizers would like to talk about lawsuits ensuing me because I brought up the bad paving job at Plumas Lake that they did on the Fleury. Well, let's talk about lawsuits for a moment, folks. Let's talk about how if somebody trips or rides their bike and hits that ridge or several ridges the wrong way, how they could fall and sue the county, the construction company, and could they possibly sue Bradford personally since he's saying it's a good job? That part I don't know. But let's go ahead and talk about liabilities and lawsuits. Let's go ahead and talk about Measure K and how it pisses them off that we bring this up over and over again, and yet still, they don't want to give all the money to law enforcement and the fire department like they said they would. I'll be working to bring the evidence against them in a post that will come out before this video on Straight Out of Yuba, highlighting all of the times they said it was for public services with law enforcement and fire in mind. They're also doing a good job of trying to form some committee on how to spend the money from Measure K now that they think they've permanently won the case. Well, I'm going to give you Howard Jarvis Tax Group's information, and I want you to call them or email them or Facebook them or whatever and ask them to please take this all the way to the Supreme Court. I will also be forming a 14-person committee with myself on it, looking around at different things that we can bring up to One American News, Fox News, and Newsmax, along with any other media outlets that would like to report on this. You know, it about made me sick at that fair booth for the Republicans to hear some of these Republicans talking about how great Randy and Bradford are. Well, if you're for taxes and all this other bullshit that they've done over the years, you're obviously not a Republican. Let's see how you act when we bring up real conservatives. You know, at the end of the day, I think it's time to point out all of the ways that the county needs sued if they want to keep on suing. I have had the fellowship try to threaten to sue me for their religion, which includes child molesting and tax evasion, which is recorded and well documented. I've had an insane man try to pull the gay card, even though, I have many gay friends and have never been an enemy to the gay community. In fact, when I sat on the Democrat Central Committee, the gay people often came to it because I was more progressive than the rest for change against corruption. So, that is very laughable. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you guys want to keep pulling these cards on me for lawsuit, that's fine, because I'm going to pull the disabled card and I'm going to pull the fuck you card as far as getting you guys sued. Let's bring this shit to court. Let's bring it on. Let's bring it to Newsmax. Let's bring it to real conservatives, you neo-conservative piles of garbage. Have a great night. More to come.